Hello and welcome everyone to our today to Bonga Thursday at Straight Talk TV. And today we are going to really dive in to understand what are the issues or the effects the young people and adolescents are actually going through currently with the given pandemic. And with me here is another co-host, my little wingman. So this show is basically to talk about what are those effects that we are experiencing as adolescents and young people currently, being at home, now being able to, to access the basic commodities that we always in need of. How are we coping? How are we living with the parents? What is the school life? What's happening? So that is why we are having this talk show today, and it's going to be amazing. And with me, I have an amazing panel of guests, parents, teachers, who are also going to give us more in depth to allow us to understand what exactly is the current pandemic having, its effects when it comes to students being at home, when it comes to us being with parents at home. What exactly is the gravity and gravity of that, of the pandemic? I also have a host, it's called Steve, is on the ground gathering voices of young people, and I'll just welcome him to introduce himself. Steve, karibu.
Asante sana. My name is Stephen Zusa. Welcome to Straight Talk, the voice of adolescents and youths. I'm on the ground today in Kibera. You can see my background. It's an amazing, amazing area. Actually, this is where I was born. So I'm back home and I'm enjoying every minute of it. I will flip just my camera so that I can actually show you where I am and what is happening. Then I'll take it back to the studio. I flip my camera for just 1 minute. This is Undugu Family of Hope. They are ongoing with a live show also about youth and COVID-19 and how to stay safe. So I'll be joining them in a few so that we are able also to hear their voices and how COVID-19 has actually affected them. Back to you in the studio, Evelyn.
Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami.
Yes, thank you very much, Steve. And at this hour, I would really love to introduce the guest that we have today. So today we have Winnie Kabinte, and I'd love to welcome you, Winnie, to this live talk. We also have Martha Kombe joining us. We also have Asma, we have Rita, and I'll just give you guys 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, but Steven, please mute your mic. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, so welcome guys. These are the guests that we have today. We have Martha Kombe, we have Rita, we have Nicholas, and we have Asma. And I want to just give them 2 seconds for each of them to introduce themselves before we kick in with the questions and answer. Martha, karibu. Unmute your mic so that we can hear you.
Hi.
Oh, Martha, you are... Yes.
Yeah. So my name is Martha Kombe. I'm glad to be here. I'll be in the background answering some of the questions and helping out here and there. I'm also a psychologist and also President Youth Advisory Council. Thank you.
Asante sana Martha. Asma, karibu please. Tuambie wewe ni nani?
Okay, hello. My name is Asma from Mombasa. I'm currently a teacher at Harvest Primary and Nursery School. I'm teaching at primary school. Thank you.
Karibu sana Asma. Thank you for taking time to be here. Rita, karibu. Could you introduce yourself to us?
My name is Rita. I am a member of the Advisory Council and that is left. I have been candidate here for Gloria.
Hi, I'm Gloria Mtani.
I also have
Hey.
another nice here. So you can introduce himself.
Hello. Thank you very much, Rita, and we welcome you guys also to our live talk today. I'm sure it's gonna be in depth. We also have Nicholas. Nicholas, karibu sana. Introduce yourself to us. Unmute your mic. Nicholas, we cannot hear you. Okay, I think maybe Nicholas is having a little bit of technical issues there, and I'm sure he's going to settle that very soon. So right now, I will directly go to our question, and I will start with Asma. Asma,
Yeah.
being that
Yeah.
you are a teacher and you
Yeah.
take care of students when they're in school, and right now we have COVID-19. How has COVID-19 really interrupted the school system?
It has affected us in so many ways. First, it's the main impact. It should affect the pupils. Like for instance, the syllabus are dragged behind. They'll have the problem on finishing the syllabus on time. Also, it affects us as teachers in so many ways. For example, the teachers may have problems like she or he may forget his or her teaching skills while he stays home for a long time. Also, it can also enable us. It can also hinder the teacher's behavior by maybe developing like stress. Teacher may be she or he is thinking on how she or he can finish the syllabus right on time. So we'll be having a difficult time. Also, as the students concerned, when they stay home for long, maybe they'll be forgetting the content. Also, it can be very difficult for us as we go back to school. It can be very difficult to handle them. Like they can change their manners since they are interacting with other kids frequently. Also, instead of going forward with the syllabus, we'll be forced to go back to maybe to remind them what they have been learned, what they have learned in the previous lessons.
Okay, Aspa, so I see that COVID-19 already has a huge impact not only on students, but also teachers are stressed about how they're actually going to go forward with the syllabus because everything is brought at a standstill. But the biggest question right now is, as a lot of schools are going onto the online platform to learn, what is your school doing to ensure that as much as students are at home, they're still keeping up with the syllabus and maintaining that at least they're able to learn and keep up with the syllabus? Is your school engaged in any of the online activities?
Yeah, as our school concerns, the school manager, I mean the head teacher, used to send the
Okay, I see. Asma also is experiencing a little bit of technical issues. We know it's the world of internet, so a lot of things can happen. As we wait for her to come back, I just want to throw a question to Rita, and maybe one of the candidates who she is with can tell us, how are they feeling currently that they're not in school and they have to sit for an exam? What does that feel like to them? Rita. Okay, I think also Rita has a little bit of technical issues, but if she can hear us, I'm sure she'll. Rita, can you hear us? Are you able to hear us? Okay, so could you Okay, amazing. Welcome back. So we just want to understand from one of the candidates who you are with right now, how are they feeling being that they are at home? And these are people who are supposed to sit their KCSE or KCPE examination end this year. What is the feeling like with the COVID-19 and being at home?
How do you feel now that you're at home?
It was awkward and bad because I was expecting my examination at the end of the year. Now the pandemic has really caused
I
Do you
see. Okay. Yes. Yes.
So how do you feel now that you're not in school and the others are in school, and with the pandemic and everything? How do you feel now that you're starting your examination at the end of the year? How does it feel?
feels bad and awkward because I was expecting my examination at the end of the year. The pandemic has really caused a big problem.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's very evident that it's hard for all of us right now that we are experiencing a lot of uncertainties, and it's mostly hard even for those young people who are supposed to sit for the KCSE. Martha, you also have some of the students with you. Could you help us understand the situation that those students are going through right now with the pandemic and everything, staying at home and you're perhaps supposed to be in school? Could you help us understand what that feels like for them?
I've interacted with many and some of the candidates. Rita ako now, but what is the feel on the ground is that young people are feeling on the west, and it's very sad that on the grassroots the situation is different because huku chini ndo we don't have internet, people don't have internet, so we can't access online classes with other teachers. It's very hard for young kids who are really unfortunately kwa hizi mashinani and slums whereby we can't access internet.
Asante, yeah, it's very unfortunate that even as we talk about moving into into the online world to ensure that students keep on with their education and stuff, it's not something that every student is privileged to get, because we can ideally see that there's some students in the rural areas and also in the informal settlement who do not have the privilege of accessing internet at this time, and that also brings in a shortage to their education. And right now I'd really bring in a parent, which is Nicholas, to really help us understand. Teachers are talking about us going to the online world to ensure that students keep up with their education. But as a parent, what support are you currently giving your kids and the students who are at home? Nicholas, if you can hear us, what support are you giving students who are at home at this particular time? Well, it looks like we've lost Nicholas, and I'll bring in Martha to also tell us, we don't have internet at home. So how are we supporting these students to continue with their education?
Well, so far there's no intervention. We're trying to, on our side, we're trying to print out some of the few examinations, some of the few revisions for young kids to do anything, just anything to keep up with the syllabus. At least that's the least we can do, but we haven't reached many people. We're trying, but this is a challenge that I'm posing to everyone. How might we help other kids, especially hao wenye wako slums, hao wenye wako underprivileged, who don't have internet access, who can't access online classes? How might we then look into supporting them, especially the candidates that are expected to do their exams?
Yeah, exactly. So the question is, how do we support candidates? How do we support, people who cannot be able to access internet at this time? And I see Asma is back. So Asma, as a teacher,
Yeah.
how are you supporting students who are not able to access internet at this particular time?
Yeah, it's also challenging on our side, but we are working our level best as it is. So many students, maybe like for my instance, as teachers, we normally maybe we are told like we communicate with their parents, like they need to pay some money for us to make some printouts for the like past papers, the some few notes so that we can catch up with the syllabus. Though it's very challenging, and we are currently delivering them to some few parents which we know they are like their homestays.
Okay, it's amazing that your school is taking the power into your hands to ensure, as much as you're bringing communication and education online, you're still looking for greater intervention to ensure that the students who do not have access to online platforms or access to internet are still able to access education at this time. Rita, if we are able to get one of the young people, and especially a candidate that you're with right now, to tell us in 2 seconds, they are at home, they're supposed to sit their exams end this year. What are they doing? Okay, I see Rita is not online. So I'll direct this question to Martha, because I know you've talked about, helping and assisting. Oh, Rita, thank you. Karibu. So tunauliza kama uko na mmoja wao au candidates who are supposed to sit for the exam this year, wako nyumbani sahi, wanafai ku sit for the exam end this year. Could they tell us what they are doing towards sitting their exams while they're at home?
Okay, Gloria, Gloria, you can tell us nini unafanya sahi work on your examination, na pia unaweza ongelea mambo ya online. Je, kama unaelewa hata online inamaanisha nini?
So mi home na advising vitabu zenye dada alinibaia na mam. Nafanya revision mob, more story ya online, si as in si kila children ana get na yeah, at least ingekuwa kama wanatoa papers na print za hizo as sample ya hiyo examination wenye itakuwa.
Okay. Please mute your mic. Yes, go on, Gloria.
So Gloria, ulikuwa unaongea something to do online.
Yes.
So maybe you can elaborate more. Are you able to access?
There's if your mic is on and you're not speaking, please mute. Thank you. Gloria, endelea. Stephen, please mute your mic. Thank you. Gloria, endelea.
See, I got some students, some data, but at least the offering zenye sample ya examination zitakuwa ndo at least wana read more kushinda venye kwa books ziko, si ati mtu miaka sana sisi wenye tuko kwa Islam, si ati mtu ana get hiyo ya news pia is that nice.
Okay. Asante sana Gloria. I think network yako iko na issue kidogo, so tumekuwa tukikusikia but tumekuwa ukibreak kidogo, but we get the concern that you're bringing in. Stephen, please mute your mic.
So,
thank you. Stephen, tumesikia concern yenye uko nayo Gloria, and it's a real concern that right now young people are all at home and there's a lot of things that are happening. So right now I'll just take us back to Stephen, and he's going to tell us what he's doing wherever they are. So Steve, karibu.
Okay, niko na swali like una distribute food kwa society ama?
Already nikicombine ile kazi ambayo tushafanya. Tume already donate to more than 1,400 families.
That's good.
Yeah.
Napenda hivyo.
Naam.
So, umesema ume donate to 1,400
families.
Like those are so many families. And may God bless you for that.
Ni kazi ya watu wengi.
Ni kazi ya watu wengi. So, these 1,400 families, how are you distributing the food? Which ways are you using to distribute the food? Because right now you find the government doesn't want things to do with gathering. And 1,400 families is a big number. So how are you doing that?
Tulikuwa already tushare land lesson. Na tulikuwa tumefanya jambo ambalo linaitwa mapping, ambayo tulikuwa tumetafutana zile familia ambazo they are very needy. Unajua ili jambo needy pia watu wanalifikiria kibaya. The people who are needy, most needy, they are desperate. So our mapping ilikuwa for the desperate needy, very very needy people. Na tukaandika majina yao, namba za simu na familia wangapi.
So
area, wacha tuseme hivyo, as much as tunaitwa slum, ni kweli sisi ni slum na tuna mahitaji. Na mahitaji mengi kwa sasa during the COVID-19 season ni chakula. Wengi ambao walikuwa wakifanya kazi ni casual jobs. Na casual jobs ambazo walikuwa wakifanya, wengine wamefutwa, wengine wameachishwa, na wengine wameambiwa watarejelea kazi. Baada ya nini? Baada ya COVID-19 kuisha. So wako nyumbani tu, hakuna kitu ambacho wanafanya, and they have to provide for their families. So since we know they are needy and they have to provide for their families, we've come into that gap. We are helping to push them so that they do not end up into crime, into breaking people's shops or anything.
15 na mwezi ni wa maji, itakuwa kumbukumbu miongoni mwa wanafunzi. Shule zote ikiwemo za msingi, za upili na hata vyuo navyo havikutengwa. Wanafunzi na hasa watahiniwa walirudi manyumbani, ingawa shingo upande.
Welcome back, everyone. After that short break, I see you heard about what the other team on the ground, like Steve, are doing. Steve, could you mute your mic?
You can use Zoom, you can use Skype, you can use.
Okay, thank you. So we've heard about what the other team is doing. Like you've heard Steve talk about, right now is the moment we're looking for who are the most vulnerable communities and the most vulnerable families that we can bring in something small to support, because this COVID-19 has a great effect on each family and on every individual. We see that it's hard, it's affecting us, mentally, health-wise, financially, and economically. It has beat people at different level, and it's something that we should come together as a community to, to sort of try and work together and see. So Asma, back to you, kwa sababu nyinyi ndio mko na jukumu kubwa sana kuwa na wanafunzi, sai shule zimefungwa. Ni usaidizi gani mngehitaji aswa wakati huu kutoka kwa wazazi, kutoka kwa pia serikali na hata pia wale ambao wanakaa na watoto kule nyumbani?
Maybe I can suggest as a teacher, maybe the government should provide like the material so that the students or the pupils can access the online courses, the online studies. Like most of the parents complain that maybe they don't have like smartphones which they can access the online studying. Others, they complain maybe they don't have money like to publish the pamphlets we are sending them. So maybe the government
Okay,
some few parents who are not able.
Okay, so the government and the parents should at least come together to support students who are not able, to ensure that as much as they're at home, they're still continuing with their education. You know, formal learning is still going at home, and these kids are kept up to date with what is happening. And right now, I really want to throw this question back to Martha and Rita to really understand what is that exact need that the young people, especially adolescents, boys and girls who are at home right now, what is that exact need that they need at this particular moment to be supported with, either by their parents or by the community?
Hata hawajapata chakula anywhere. How can we each other? We compare notes.
Gloria, karibu. Ni nini unahitaji sana sana usaidiwe nayo?
Nini ungependa kusaidiwa nayo?
Hiyo baadhi zapintiwa hizo sana sana ndo mbaya ni advice ndo in case hata kali exam.
Okay, so usaidiwe with the learning materials, so in case when you're going to sit your exams, you're able to sit your exams kama mtu ambaye ameweza kusoma. And I think we need a bit karibu sana. Winnie, can you hear us? Karibu Kabinte, karibu. Unaweza kutusikia kweli? It looks like Kabinte hawezi kutusikia kwa sasa. Rita, could you give the gentleman next to you, if he's a student, I know he's a candidate, so he can introduce himself, tell us who he is, and maybe if he's a student, he'll tell us the needs and what does he think practical solutions can be brought in to help him as a student.
Ili uweze kusoma.
Mwambie aongee kwa sauti kidogo ndio tuweze kumsikia.
Kuna tofauti. Do not talk, but also act. Baada ya mazungumzo, go down to the ground and show people how to do it. Sababu kuna wengine baada ya leo hii nimezunguka Kibra nikija mahali hapa. Na nimekutana na watu wengi, hata wale ambao wamevaa organizational t-shirt. Hawajavaa
issue matter.
Unaelewa? So inamaanisha either ignorance ama hawana
time now. Steven, asante, umekuwa ukiinteract na students for quite a long now, and I know you pretty much understand that the gap that is there and the specific needs that this adolescent need right now, being that we are talking about, you know, staying at home, no social distancing. There's no way you're going to school. You have to put on a mask. You have to wash your hands. These are new norms that we are currently adopting. These are things that we were not used to. And for adolescents specifically, it's a big issue, though it's not being spoken about. And being that you're one of those people who interact with these adolescents, please just give us a brief of, you know, the different effects when it comes to their health and their mental well-being, and what do you think are the practical interventions that the government, the civil society organizations, parents, you know, teachers and community can work together to ensure that these students' health are well taken care of?
Asante sana Evelyn for the question. I would like to say that this is the time whereby we really want to invest on caregivers, especially since they're now direct contact. We don't have contact anymore with the kids such as school or community, because this is due to the social distancing, the directive that MOH and the government has imewekwa, and it's for our own good. So what I would like to say, one of the challenges that these young people want to face is how can we get now these hard copies, soft copies, sessions. It's really a challenging, but if we invest on the caregivers, but mostly most caregivers don't have also smartphones. So I would really love if there was any partner who could help out, distribute, like what I've seen with Youth Advisory Council distributing condoms door to door. And I think door also might work. However, we need mapping of these young kids, especially the candidates, on where they are, and this also put us into a challenge of knowing the teachers and how to map the kids and how now these materials can get to them. So it's really a challenge to us as CSOs that are trying, as individuals that are trying to work with young kids and maintaining that the kids have the learning materials for their syllabus. It's really a challenging, but tutashughulika with partners out there. How can we now give this information to the parents? Then the parents can give them to now the kids. Both mental messages, mental health messages, and also the educative message.
Amazing. That is so clear that we really need to work together as a community, and especially parents should be equally involved right now with the adolescent. So my next question will be, Martha, if an adolescent is experiencing moments of anxiety and stress, how can a parent or even a sister, let's go back to the basics of our family. How can a parent help that, young adolescent go through that moment at this particular time?
Well, thank you again for that question. What I can urge the caregivers and parents, if you want to know your kids well, just have a time or family time, one-on-one time to check. It's like a thermometer with feelings. How are you feeling? Then from there, it's always a starting point where you can now dig deep by probing how you can help each other.
Yes, guys. Hi,
the issue about mental capacity is that we really have our own answers. We have our own answers, and I also believe that these young kids have their own answers. They just need guidance, and caregivers are really focal points. Let's take your time. Take a check. How are you feeling? I'm feeling good. If akisema ana feel poor, then try to probe what's poor. Anasikia mbaya, what is mbaya? Then from there you can now really know what is the issue. If you need more help, just holler at Straight Talk. Share what your challenges are during this time, and we can really help. We have a lot of professionals, psychotherapists like I, who are ready to help with the caregivers, even at this time of pandemic.
Thank you very much, Martha. And this is something that I totally feel is something we should take over. Like, we should look keen into how we can do this, because we've had Gloria talk about, mimi nimeboeka, sijui nini inafanyika, and this is a student, and with everything that is happening, they're still not yet sure of like, where exactly is my place? What am I supposed to do to better the situation? Or whether I'm actually supposed to do something about it. So they're also undergoing a lot of stress that we might ignore, thinking that they're children or they're adolescent, but we should really take keen interest to understand what are these effects of COVID-19 on the young adolescent or on youth, because people are experiencing the stress, anxiety, fear, and panic at different levels. So right now, we're just going to go on a short break, and we will be right back to continue this conversation at a different place. That is where our my co-host, that is Stephen, is at Kibera. So we'll go for a short break, then we'll bring back Stephen.
Guys. Hi everybody.
Hi guys, my name is Jenny Machule, Taragas High School.
My name is Rafael Juma from Tata County Student School.
My name is Maureen Shitawa. I'm from Shenas Girls High School located in Nakuru County.
Mini Matu, Makimaina, Pika High.
Hey guys, I'm Belinda Sifuna, Mashua Girls School from 4.
I'm in Form 3 and you're watching Straight Talk TV.
Watching Straight Talk TV.
I'm in Form 4. The school is in Machakos County, and you're watching Straight Talk TV. Keep watching.
Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami.
Stephen.
Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami.
Stephen, karibu.
El Shaddai, uko na kile minadai, ulinipenda hata kama misifai. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, El Shaddai.
Stephen, unaweza kutusikia kweli?
Uko na kile minadai, ulinipenda hata kama misifai. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, El Shaddai.
Welcome back, guys. So right now we want to take you to where our co-host is. Stephen, tumekutafuta, wewe ni Goldie bana. Karibu, karibu. So hii ni wakati wako, tueleze mali upo, nini nafanyika, tusikie ni hapo wanaendelea vipi.
Okay, I've actually been dancing, and sijui kama nakubaliwa kupiga dance, but I've actually been dancing and I've been listening to the good talks here. I'm with the youth at Undugu Family of Hope. You can hear the music is ongoing, and wakati wowote nilikuwa na mmoja wangu ambaye alikuwa akinisaidia with the camera, and so it's been actually a very good time, and I have one youth around me ambaye ningependa hata kumuuliza swali ambayo mnaweza kumkisikiza. So 1 minute. I'm going to ask him a question and I'm going to flip the camera for you guys. Yeah. What is your name?
My name is Bright Rubenia.
Yeah, his name is Bright. Bright, are you in school?
Actually, right now I'm in college.
You're in college? Yeah. How has COVID-19 season affected you?
First of all, this pandemic has affected me greatly. First of all, in my education, it has really intervened with my education. Secondly, with my talent, because I'm a dancer too.
Yeah.
Right now, dancing has become a difficult since I can't meet with my friends, with my crew to do some practice, so I'm just stuck.
Have you gotten time to start learning at home?
Actually, I tried learning online,
yes,
but it seems to be difficult because of internet bundles and that sort of thing.
So it means people maybe around Kibera cannot afford internet?
Yeah, affording internet is quite expensive.
Yeah. As you guys are hearing, internet is actually expensive in Kibera. Sorry for the background music, because we are enjoying ourselves as much as we are educating people about COVID-19 issues. What advice, or what you as a student, what would you want to happen so that you're able maybe to read, you're able to get material for reading, or how are you doing it? Are you getting a chance to be with a teacher?
Actually, what I can say is that let us find someone who can provide a platform, a free platform whereby students can learn for free, either online or by any means, just to learn free during this pandemic, okay? And what I can advise is that every student who is at home, don't just stay, at least try to do something. Don't just sit at home, wait for this pandemic to end without doing anything.
Actually, that is very good advice. I want you to go hold this camera, and I want you to go where it's not noisy and repeat that advice. You can go up there and tell them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. To all students who are at home right now, that can make you not forget anything that you are taught at school. Just try and revise, do anything, go through your books, go through any assignments that you are left. Try to reach out to any platform that teaches you. Yeah, and that will help you greatly. Thank you.
15 na mwezi ni wa Machi, itakuwa kumbukumbu miongoni mwa wanafunzi. Shule zote ikiwemo za msingi, za upili na hata vyuo navyo havikutengwa. Wanafunzi na hasa watahiniwa walirudi manyumbani, ingawa shingo upande.
Hello, Steve
I
Chimana.
hope you
You
guys-
really have amazing young people on
Actually
the
having some
ground.
very, yes, they're doing amazing work.
Maybe
They're
give
all
us
doing amazing work.
yeah, we could really love to see what they're doing, their dance and stuff. Could you give us a snippet of maybe a picture for us to see what is exactly happening at that place, so that we understand as they're educating each other, there's a form of education and entertainment. So that would be really nice.
Yes. Yes.
El Shaddai, uko na kile minadai, ulinipenda hata kama misifai. El Shaddai, uko na kile minadai, ulinipenda hata kama misifai. El Shaddai, El Shaddai, El
At the moment,
Steven.
it's what we are calling, yes, this is what they are doing at the moment. It's a DJ section. You can actually see.
Okay.
It's a DJ section, yes. Now it's where the DJ is entertaining everyone.
Nice. Maybe I know the DJ cannot take his hands off the deck.
Yes. It is his section at the moment. And then after him, they'll have a small Q&A. After the Q&A, they are going to have a dancing session for the youth.
Amazing.
Yes,
Amazing.
yes.
Can you find another young person who is there so that we could ask him or her a few more questions to get to understand the effects?
Very, very possible.
Okay.
Guys.
Hi everybody. Hi guys, my name is Jenny Machule, Taragas High School.
My name is Rafael Juma from Tata County Student School.
My name is Maureen Shitawa. I'm from Shenas Girls High School located in Nakuru County.
Mimi ni Madu, Makimaina, Thika High.
Hi guys, I'm Belinda Sifuna, Mashuru Girls School from 4.
I'm in Form 3 and you're watching Straight Talk TV.
I'm in Form 4, the school is in Machakos County, and you're watching Straight Talk TV. Keep watching.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
My name is Evelyn Odhiambo.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Jacqueline Mijide, but you can call me Lola.
Lola. Karibu sana Lola.
Asante sana.
So we basically just want to understand, as a young person, you are at home, COVID-19 is here. Maybe help us understand if either you're going to school or there's some formal job that you're doing as a young person, and how has COVID-19 affected that?
Okay, I'm not schooling, but I'm a dancer. And actually, COVID-19 has affected us so much because we can't go for rehearsals, no shows. So it's hard for us to get our basic needs.
Yeah, so it looks like COVID-19 has broken down the chain of livelihood for many young people. But I have a question for you. It has broken the chain of livelihood. So how are you surviving at this particular moment, at this hard time as a young person? How are you surviving?
Okay, as for me, as a dancer, we usually do online training, whereby we train guys online, and after that they always support us with anything they have through M-Pesas.
Oh wow! Thank you for an amazing initiative you're doing about training other people online and dance. And I think also you can agree with me that dance is also a therapeutic means of helping somebody cope with mental health issues. So it's amazing that you guys are doing that. So my last question will be: what is your advice to every other young person, a dancer like you, an artist like you, in the same situation that you're in right now? What is your advice to them?
Okay, what I can tell them, they should not sit on their talent. You can still work from home. You can, even when, for example, you are a gym instructor, you can instruct people through online using your WhatsApp. Then you can place your number at your page so that they may support you with anything they have. So it's not a matter of sitting down saying that COVID-19 has affected you. You have to look for other means whereby you can still earn.
Okay, so what if I am a dancer and I don't have internet connection or online means? What am I supposed to do at that particular point?
Okay, what you can do is you can still keep fit, or if you have a neighbor or a friend, you can talk to him or yes. So he can record you. Yeah, he can record you and still post you. So it's not a matter of internet or a matter of you not having that internet process.
Oh, amazing! Thank you so much. You're really giving us practical solution that even as young people, kama siwezi access internet na najua beshte yangu akona means ya access, I am able to call them to record me so that I continue with my physical fitness, but at the same time I continue with my learning. So what message do you have for young people with regards to COVID-19?
Okay, what I can tell them, they should keep safe. Lazima washe mkono zao, lazima tusikize what the government is telling us. Sipuuze like ati corona iko, like many people are saying corona iko Kenya, but we should follow whatever government is telling us, because ugonjwa ni mbaya sana. We should sanitize. Wherever you go out, you must put on your mask. And then ukiwa home, at least drink warm water with lemon. As in, it's better to take precaution than to cure.
Exactly. It's better precaution than cure. Thank you very much for taking your time to talk with us at Straight Talk. Tunashukuru sana sana. And keep up the good work. Encourage other young people in your community and let's work together. Asante sana. So guys,
I have just a question or two kwa sababu nikiwapa nilikuwa nishajisaulisha ama nimesahau. I really wanted to know, are you married? Do you have a family? Or what do you do? Na usifiche watu, kama uko na kadhaa, wacha tuambie leo, au sio? Tukange tukijua hizi story. Kwa sababu swali langu next linaendanisha na hilo hilo.
Mimi nitasema hao ndo wako na mimi.
Naam. Umesikia boy wa ghetto yule anajua kutoka uso. Now this is why I was actually asking you that. Una survive aje hii time ya COVID-19?
Kwa sasa hii ni ngori jo. Sasa bana, sasa hakuna makini. Hii pandemic karibu kila kitu. Entertainment thing ndo. Hiyo unajua hiyo haiwezi social distancing, unajua kwa entertainment. Lazima nini so sasa hii kunoma ni tu kwa nyumba.
But tunaambiwa to adapt. How are you adapting to this season?
Yeah, to this season, so actually, kukaa tu kwa nyumba, create my mixes, stay safe na kusanitize.
Umesikia kuna njia unaweza tumia bado hiyo kuadapt ama hiyo talent uko nayo bado unaweza survive nayo hii season. Sijui kama umesikia.
Actually, kuna page fulani Facebook. For DJ. Huko pia mimi so uko unapewa chance ucheze. So bado mimi
uko na session ina camp ya Jomdo ama ni unapiga so ningependa tu uambie my youth kwa sababu a lot of our youth actually have a lot of talent out there but hawajui vile wanaweza itumia sahi hii season kusurvive because wengi wamekaa tu but 24/7 tunaona online wakido stuff. What is this one thing wewe kama DJ unaweza ambia pia youth man kama wewe that it's possible hata hii season kuweka do kwa board?
Yeah, so actually when tu ulikama hapa before ukasema your life concept za kulipa. So ukiwa tu online chat tu sana. Create mavitu kama vijana vitu remote sana unaweza create maposter. DJ bado anataka maposter unawakreatia nini. Create ma mixes manze post wewe jua manze. Unaweza hii anytime ucheze kwa hiyo 254 unajua huko ni kitu unalipa unajua. Wanakutip manze wewe jua unamkia. So usikae tu home una chat. Tumia internet
exactly. Swali langu la mwisho linaendanisha tu na hilo apart from DJ do you have any other talent?
Yeah bana.
Ipi bro?
Mimi naimba kwaya.
Ile SDA maniga. Basi inamaanisha it's not just one talent that can feed you. You can actually do something else that can feed you. The message is actually out there. Young people, can we stop lazing around? Can we stop just kukaa tu home alafu tunajiambia itaweza itajipa? Because this is the season. Mimi naweza waambia tu kitu moja nimelani hii season. Ya kuwa ukikaa home itakupata home. Amua pia kutumia kenye uko nao home kujikinga nayo. What do I mean? Why don't you use your platform to speak about COVID-19? Kuna vitu mob tunalearn sahi. Ambia wasee, be something called content creator. Unatambua nikisema content creator? Content creator. Be a content creator. Create something that can pass the message out there. Mimi unaweza nibongesha kibuda ingo, but kuna msee pale youngster anataka kusikia sheng yako na ikuwe na poetic, but hapo ndani waambie kenye unataka kuambia. Waambie it's possible to survive during this season. Tusingoje tu.
Guys.
Hi everybody. Hi guys, my name is Jenny Machule, Taragas High School.
My name is Rafael Juma from Tata County Student School.
My name is Maureen Shitawa. I'm from Shenas Girls High School located in Nakuru County.
Mimi ni Matu Makimaina Thika High.
Hey guys, I'm Belinda Sifuna, Mashuru Girls School from 4.
I'm in Form 3 and you're watching Straight Talk TV.
Watching Straight Talk TV.
I'm in Form 4, the school is in Machakos County, and you're watching Straight Talk TV. Keep watching.
Welcome back, everyone. So as you've seen, young people keep on telling every other young person that usikufe moyo, we are in this together. If you have a talent, if you have a skill, right now is that time to actually bring out that talent, bring out that skill, and be able to use it. Use it to help you cope with the current situation, but at the same time, use it to grow yourself. We've had the other young person saying, use online platform. Chapa tizi, dance kauneza dance, chapa wimbo, ieke online. Let us see your talent. Let us continue to promote each other on the social media platform. And as we've heard also from, the amazing panelists that we've had, from teachers, to the young people who closely work with other young people, that we really need to bring out a good mental health support system to protect our adolescent, to also protect ourselves. Sahi, wase wengi wana undergo a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, there is panic. And all these are situations that we cannot escape. You know, the pandemic is already here and we are undergoing a lot of different changes. The new normal, you have to do this differently, you have to do this differently. So we need to be there for each other. And I will just welcome back all our guests so that they can tell us their, their final remarks. Oh, sorry for the echo. I'm not sure it's coming from which end. Thank you. So I'll just welcome back our guests, Martha and Nick. Stephen also is here. So I'll just ask you guys to please tell us your final remarks. What are you telling young people? What are you telling parents? What are you telling teachers? I wish Asma was here also to tell us her final remarks about what she's encouraging teachers to do. But welcome, Martha. You can go ahead, then Nicholas will take over as you finish.
Sawa sawa. Asante sana Evelyn. With these amazing conversations, everybody amefanya kazi nzuri with the kids, candidates, parents, teachers. It was awesome having you guys. My end remarks is just that ni kusema the conversation haitaishia hapa. As Team Straight Talk, we're going to look into the outcome of this conversation, and we're going to really take into consideration kila mtu ambaye amezungumza, and every conversation imekuwa very insightful and very helpful, and tutafuatilia as part of the Straight Talk team. We look into more engagement with you who is looking, when you wanna watch. It's only in this platform that we keep it straight. So please, Straight Talk.
Amazing. Nicholas, are you with us? Karibu. Tumekutafuta leo, ni vizuri tumekupata sahi. Unmute your mic, atukuski. Nicholas, kidogo hatuwezi kukusikia. Okay. So as Nicholas is sorting that, I want to give a shout out to some of our amazing, audience who've been online, and especially Facebook. I see Mikrin is saying, good conversation here. Great job, Eve, Martha, Rita, and the Straight Talk crew. Thank you so much, Mikrin, for tuning in at this conversation. And just as Martha said, this is the place we are keeping it straight. Going forward to Fahe saying, insightful conversation, and she has done this, the sign of I'll be all right. And thank you very much, Fahe, for tuning in. We hope to have you next time. Keep on the conversation and keep on spreading the word. We also have Munene Njeru is saying, kudos guys. Thank you, Munene, for tuning in. We totally appreciate you taking time to tune in and also watch this amazing conversation with us. Grace Eve is saying, watching this with my candidates. Asante sana, Grace, for bringing in your candidates to also be part of this conversation. And next time, we will really try to ensure we bring in your candidates so that they're also able to encourage other young people and other candidates that might be at home right now going a lot of stress and not knowing what to do. We have also Murithi Peter watching from Embakasi, Nairobi, and he is telling us, nice job. Thank you, Sana Murithi Peter. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching with us and staying straight as we talk. It's been amazing. Sefarin Njeru is also saying excellent. Asante sana Njeru for tuning in and for taking your time to be able to watch this conversation. So like we earlier on started saying that this is a conversation that has started and it's not ending today. Always keep tuned because we'll be having every Thursday, we'll be at Tubonga Thursday, where we'll be bringing you live, with people on the ground, with young people at home, wherever they may be, to break down all this conversation with us. And now I'm going to, before I end it, I'm going to take it back to Steve. Steve. Unatusikia?
Nawasikia vizuri sana. It's been an amazing show. Right here from your other host, Stephen Zusa. It's been a dancing session. It's been a sensitizing session. We've had people talking about COVID-19 and what they are going through. It's been amazing. And we are hoping that out of these talks, we can actually get something concrete that can actually help them. Asante sana. Straight Talk. This is the voice of the youth and adolescents anytime, any day. Keep it locked. This is me, and I will always be this lively.
That's the energy. Thank you very much, Steve. As you can see, there's a lot of energy also, in the community level where young people still come together to sensitize each other about coronavirus. But at the same time, they're keeping safe. As you could see, Steve had on his mask and all the other young people were there had on their mask, and they're trying to keep also physical distance to ensure that they're the first change agents in our community. And that is what we should all do in our community. Thank you guys for tuning in. I was your host, Evelyn Odhiambo, and I want to tell you every Saturday, please stay with us here at Tubonge Thursday at Straight Talk TV, because this is just the beginning of an amazing discussion that we'll be having all through this season, and I know you don't want to miss that. So right now, as we're saying goodbye, check on our social media account, Twitter at Straight Talk TV, Facebook at Straight Talk, and you'll be able to get this conversation as they go forward. Thank you for all our guests. For those who had technical issues, thank you also for really trying very much to tune in and be together with us. That is from me, your host, Evelyn Odhiambo, and I'm very grateful. Thank you. So we'll leave you with a bit of music. Dance your way out, even as we have COVID. Bye, guys.
Jerusalem, ikayalami.